profiles across 100,000 unique audience segments and billions of flight travel intent signals, including search and booking data from online and mobile channels. Bit of a mouthful. So, beach destinations dominate the spring travel scene for North Americans. The top search beach destination included Miami, Cancun, Honolulu, Fort Myers and San Juan. Latin American travellers are also interested in the beaches of Miami and Cancun, but given their easier access to other destinations and their diverse cultural ties, they're also looking for different beach getaways such as Barcelona, Rio and Havana. Europe, Spain dominates the beach searches. Barcelona, Palma de Mallorca, Malaga and Alicante make up the top 5 searched beach destinations. The only non-Spanish beach destination on the list is Miami, which isn't exactly a short trip. So if you're looking for a beach trip with all these people going to Miami, perhaps it's best you should avoid that one. Anyway, Easter travel planning is really underway in Latin America, Europe and Asia. Many countries are looking to have public holidays around Good Friday, which helps boost that time. Latin America travellers are looking for extended Easter celebrations, and they're going to travel around the continent. And the departure dates are the week before Easter, the week of Easter, and April the 1st is the top search departure day. In Europe, the top search departure dates in April are the 1st, 8th and 14th. You know they're going to be the most expensive times now. Travellers in countries like Spain, Germany and the UK have Good Friday off and are looking to take advantage of a 3 or a 4-day weekend. Sojourn sees travel planning occur on the other side of the globe. In Asia Pacific, countries such as Singapore, the Philippines and Hong Kong also observe Good Friday as a public holiday. And if you're looking at travelling around there, perhaps you should give it a miss because it seems the whole world is travelling at Easter. What are your plans for 2017 spring and Easter time? Are you looking for a beach or are you looking for a city break? The news last year is that more people are taking short breaks and more city breaks. Are you one of them people following the trend? Or have you always done city breaks and you can't bear the thought of spending a week or even 2 weeks on a beach? Please let me know how you travel, what you're looking for when you're booking a holiday at facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. You're listening to The Travel Show with John Guinn on ukhealthradio.com. Now, I know I started off the travel news by talking about Donald Trump and how it's putting people off, or some people off, visiting the US. But it's not putting everybody off. So I'm now going to cover some stories about America and American travel. Now, apparently the Florida Keys is home to the 3 most expensive hotels in Florida. And this is according to a survey by MiamiHotels.org. In determining the rankings, the survey compared luxury hotels based on their cheapest available rate for a double room during the month of February 2017. This time frame was chosen because it represents the high season for most Florida destinations. At a rate of $1,395 per night for its least expensive room, Little Palm Island Resort and Spa, located on an island off Little Torquay, leads the rankings. Coming second, the most expensive, is the Moorings Villa and Spa at a more reasonable $1,287 per night in Islamorada. Meanwhile, the Sunset Key Cottages in Key West rounds off the top 3 with a minimum overnight rate of $1,035. The Setai distinguishes itself as the priciest luxury hotel in Miami Beach. To stay in this resort, which is situated in the famous Art Deco district, you will be looking at spending a minimum of $992 per night for a room. The priciest hotel in Southwest Florida is the Ritz-Carlton in Naples, where it's $933 nightly. So the top 10, based on the cheapest available rate for a double room during the period 1st to 28th of February 2017. Number 1, Little Palm Island Resort and Spa. 2, the Moorings Villa and Spa. 3, Sunset Key Cottages in Key West. Number 4 is Fisher Island Resort at $1,030. You've got St. Regis Bow Harbour Resort at $998. The Setai, which I already mentioned, the Ritz-Carlton. Number 8 is Fina Hotel Miami Beach at $839 per person. Number 9 is Breakers Palm Beach at $774 per room. And Boca Beach Club is $771 per night for that period. If you want to find out the full rankings of the survey for when you're booking your trip to Miami, go to miamihotels.org/press/luxury-hotels-2017.html. And now on the other side of America, the 2017 California Visitors Guide is now available. To help you with your travel to the Golden State, the Visitors Guide is available order online just in time for what happens in America as National Plan for Vacation Day, which is which has just happened actually before I read this. The cover of the guide features an author fitness icon, Gabrielle Risch, and pro surfer Lard Hamilton at Point Dune State Beach in Malibu. And the official state guide once again invites readers to explore California through vivid photography and one-of-a-kind features. The guide features more than 600 travel tips and ideas, insights and suggestions from California insiders, and a heavy emphasis on new attractions and destinations. It's produced by somebody you might have heard of, Time Inc. It's a 200-page publication. It's a high-end, visually driven guidebook to the Golden State, which includes expansive features on California's 12 distinct regions, from San Diego in the south to Shasta Cascade in the north. Additional features inside the California Visitors Guide include cookbook author and Instagram icon Alicia Curry's answers to the 10-query Californian questionnaire, sharing tidbits about her culinary habits, her favourite California experiences, and her husband, two-time NBA MVP Stephen Curry. An inspirational look at a few of California's amazing spas and wellness resorts. A detailed feature on some of the amazing theatrical productions available at theme parks throughout the state, including the Frozen Spectacle at Disneyland Resort. An infographic guide to California's state parks. A visually driven celebration of the many types of red wine produced in the state. A playful guide to stargazing in the Golden State, including celestial bodies, celebrities and marine life. And finally, tips on where to catch the winter wave at California's epic mountain resorts, from snow kitting to fat tire biking, and more only in California winter experiences. You may not think of skiing and winter sports in California, but you can do it. You can be up in the mountains skiing in the morning and be on the beach getting the sun in the afternoon. But anyway, if you want a copy of the California's Visitors Guide, pop to visitcalifornia.com.
Good morning, sir.
Hi, I'm checking in for my flight.
Lovely. Business or pleasure?
Holiday.
And where will you be staying?
With my parents, they live over there.
Lovely. Travel insurance?
Oh, no thanks.
Have you got travel insurance?
No.
Checked to see if you need any vaccinations?
No.
Checked out the local laws?
No, look. Why do I need to know all this? I'm just staying with my parents.
Is either of your parents A local lawyer, or the chief of police, B, fabulously wealthy, C, the owner of a private plane with its own fully trained medical staff, or D, none of the above?
D?
Lovely. Are you a superhero and in fact immortal?
Things can go wrong on holiday abroad, even if you're staying with family. So check it out before you check in. Find out more at gov.uk/knowbeforeyougo.
You can follow me on Twitter at holiday_hut. Cruising is becoming more popular, and I've said on many occasions my worst ever travel experience was on a cruise. And there's only a one-night cruise around the Isle of Wight, which makes me feel loath to book another one, but maybe it was a one-off. I don't know. But there's plenty of people who want to go on a cruise and they may be put off about the prices. Well, according to a German website called cruisewatch.com, you might be able to get up to a 65% reduction on your cruise price. Cruisewatch.com is a search engine that matches customers with cruises, and it's recently released a report showing that the average cruise price reduction is 16%. And, of course, the report says you can find discounts as much as 65% if you use the right booking tool. Cruisewatch.com regularly publishes cruise evaluations, but has gone the extra mile, it says, to prepare an analysis of all cruises for the year. The analysis uses more than 6 million data points to evaluate the average and maximum price reductions each cruise company has offered during a booking period. Cruise companies use extremely different pricing strategies and can be divided into two groups. The first group has very flexible prices, while the other has more stable prices. The cruise lines with flexible pricing quickly react to changing market situations, and apparently the flexibility allows them to balance supply and demand easily. It also allows them to offer great cruise price reductions, and the ones with more steady pricing prioritise stable and reliable fares. Holland America leads the group of flexible prices. Holland America offers an average of 23% savings over the initial price. Fortunately, sharp bargain hunters can find a near 60% cruise reduction. Norwegian Cruise Line, Royal Caribbean, Princess and Seabourn are other cruise lines that are pursuing a similar pricing strategy. Carnival Cruise Line heads the group that pursues a more stable pricing model. Other major cruise lines also included are Costa and MSC, but occasionally they might offer a last-minute discount. Ponant, which is a smaller cruise line, frequently offers discounted cabins, but tends to wait until shortly before departure to moderate cruise price reduction. So cruisewatch.com offers consumers free price drop monitoring. The website processes massive amounts of data, 6 million points, which it says will help consumers find the perfect cruise at the right time and the right price. You can also set automatic alerts when prices are reduced or when good deals are on the horizon. So if you want to book on a cruise and do your own research, well, you might as well check out cruisewatch.com. You might be able to find the bargain cruise. All prices, when I've had a look, are in US dollars. So you're going to have to fiddle about with the conversions to see if you're going to save any money. And of course, see how much your credit card provider is going to charge you for converting US dollars to British pounds. So don't just always go on the headline price. Do look into the extras you may not have thought about. Now, at the beginning of the year, I was going to keep saying Happy New Year for as long as possible. That lasted one whole week. Old habits are hard to break and all that. But anyway, one particular website has just published the travel resolutions for 2017. Resolution number 1 is stop making excuses. We've all done it. It says here, come up with countless reasons why that trip we're going to take ends up on the back burner. The kids have school, we need to save money, it's not a good time to take off work. Well, this website says make 2017 the year that you do take as much needed holiday as possible. Resolution number 2 is take more weekend trips. Well, it helps you have more break, doesn't it, if you take more short ones. Resolution number 3, if you do decide to travel, make sure you have the right travel insurance with you. Pack smarter. Stick to a strict packing list that includes only the essentials you need for your trip. And that way you're going to end up with more room for souvenirs on the way back. And it says here is a tip to pack clothes with a similar colour palette so you can mix and match pieces on vacation. I generally wear black all the time, so that's easy. What are your travel resolutions for 2017? Are you going to take more weekend breaks? Are you going to go to that destination you've always wanted to? Just remember, the longer you leave it, the more chances it's going to be heavily populated by the time you get there. It becomes more popular. Vietnam's going that way. A few years ago, it's been a nice isolated place. Now it's getting more and more commercial. Not quite the same. Where are you going this year? Let me know. Facebook.com/John Guinn Travel Show. Checking it out before you check in on the John Guinn Travel Show on ukhealthradio.com. If me, you're probably old enough to remember what it used to be like on flights. I was a late traveller. It wasn't until my mid-20s before I started to go long-haul holidays. And back then, that's when there was 1 or 2 screens and you had to strain your eyes trying to see what was on the screen. And you all watched the same thing at the same time. That's evolved to screens in the back of the seats in front of you. And now there's pretty much video on demand with most airlines. The one I fly with most often is Virgin. This happens to be where I'm going. And it is great to be able to pick and choose what you watch and when you watch. But anyway, American Airlines are ditching these seatback screens on the new jets. So if you're travelling with American Airlines, don't forget to bring your phone or tablet device. And the planes that are having this downgrade are Boeing MAX jets.